Well, I came up here to see Chuck because I went to the other building and they said that he's up here doing the wheels, those accessory wheels for the orange Corvette, as we get ready to start a Tech Tuesday for you guys. And we'll finish up with a beautiful ride segment. But Chuck's not up here. He's back in the other building. That guy's hard to keep up with, man. He definitely gets, if you just leave him alone, he'll get stuff done. More than you could imagine. The guy comes to work, that's for sure. There he is. I think we're going to nickname him Speedy Gonzalez. I just gave you a new nickname, Speedy Gonzalez, and it wasn't because of how you were driving. Because I came down here looking for you, and then they said you're doing the accessory wheels. I go up there, and then you're gone. You already have the accessory wheels done. Yeah. Wow. Chuck ain't messing around, man. I love it. Just doing the final touches, trying to get this car ready for Jim. I wanted you to see it out in the sun because the orange, the Amplify orange, looks fantastic. And these bronze accessory wheels, the new forged wheels, I hope that they're coming out on the camera okay. If not, I did take some pictures that I'll share with you guys as well. But this tone goes great with the natural interior and the orange seat belts that I told you guys about. Color accents on the body blade, up in the front grille, the vent on the back of the hardtop convertible, and the lower vents in the lower back really add a touch of class and character to this car. Nice job, Jim. Great spec.
Life of a Corvette salesman, not seeing the full extent of what we've got going on, but yeah, we are busy. But I love, give me a second, taking a couple of minutes to talk with you guys, share your emails so you and others that are Corvette owners and would be and will be Corvette owners learn from that. I'm going to be at Carlisle this Friday, and it wasn't the way that I wanted to be at Carlisle. Actually, I had intentions to be on the boulevard, have my tent, get some dancing girls, and have some posters and some fun and just some great representation. But I've been sharing with you, we've got to be here to take care of clients as we're just about delivered out for 2023. Very nervous what will be, if anything, for 2024, at least to start the model year, because the strike is going to happen, the potential strike is going to happen right around when 24 production is supposed to start. As he wipes off, cools off. It was funny, I had a... You know I was going to say this. I mean, sometimes you can't tell me anything. I knew exactly where I'm going. He's wiped out, and it's hot. It's very hot. It's hot all over the place. So anyways, that's always short, easy conversation. How you doing today? Oh, it's so hot. Okay, whatever. I called him, had a service question. He was in the building. And, do you want me to get that for you?
No, it's all right. I'm done.
He says, what do you want, man? I'm at the pool. I said, what?
Pool, P-O-O-L.
I'm at the pool. Like, do you know how bad that's? I'm sorry, our Corvette technician's not available right now. He's at the pool.
On my lunch hour, yes, I'm at the pool on these hot days.
Okay. I'm going to go to a show that I've never been to the state of Connecticut. I want to thank Jerry and all the people out there in Connecticut. It's in New London, Connecticut. The Vets at the Beach show. I have a pool and you have the ocean. You should come with me to that.
Yeah, okay. I watch the news, flesh-eating bacteria, shark attacks. I'll take the pool.
You're really ruining this for me. Okay. Well, the Corvettes will be in the parking lot, so don't worry about what he said. Vets. Vets at the Beach show. I'm honored to hang out with you guys on Sunday, September 17th. More on that as we get a little closer. What is wrong with you? Oh my
I watch the news.
Yeah. Oh, stop. We do have some questions, a lot, as you heard me, as we're trying to get set up for today's show. A lot are of the same nature, but they're different perspectives from different Corvette owners, and I think many people can learn from this. And it's something that Chuck and I talk about constantly, said that we're going to revisit, and as more cars come to the marketplace, new and used, for C8, it looks like we really need to revisit because there's a lot of wrong information being delivered out there. Also, just want to mention real quick, Lou in Florida, thanks for watching the channel, all your support. This is really not a Tech Tuesday, kind of talking about the marketing stuff we talked about last week. Another dealer lying to a customer about allocations and constraints. And I don't know if they said it was on, I could be wrong. Bottom line is, another dealer does not want to do a museum delivery for a client. So no.
Museum under constraint?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think he did in fact say that. I want to make sure I get the facts right. Yeah, the customer said, the dealer rather said, told the customer that museum deliveries on this screen. I'm like, no, not that it hasn't been in the past, partly because they were really backed up. No, it's not on constraint, and they're just being very unflexible, and it's unfortunate. And this will be all a hill of beans conversation if they actually go to strike, but trying to finish the August cycle, which we got to do by tomorrow night, or tonight actually, as you guys are watching. Or more for me to talk about. I'll let you start with some of those.
All right, this one comes from Greg. It says, I own a 2022 CHZ51. It performed well overall, but I noticed the cooling temperature varies significantly between highway cruise around 180 and slow cruise around the lake. We're looking at homes as we drive through the residential developments. 215 degrees. Is this normal? I do hear fans from the side intakes when I park the car. Yes, this car has a 187 degree thermostat in it. So once it reaches 187 degrees, the thermostat starts to slowly open until it gets the temperature. So yeah, that's all normal. The cooling fans really, it's not considered overheating, I think, until it gets to 235 degrees. So
I actually had a similar problem. I was stuck in traffic. Mine got up to, I think, 210, and I called him. I said, hey, I'm stuck in this traffic, and it's 210. He goes, I'm sorry, I'm at the pool. You're fine. Wrong with you? Did you say flesh-eating bacteria?
yes, I
What the
did.
hell is wrong with you? Oh my God.
Watch the news.
Yeah, so anyways, Greg, thank you for watching the channel. No, you're fine. And where you got to worry is when you're at those temps and the fans aren't picking up.
Right.
Tech Tuesday continues. Thanks again for your texts, your emails, email addresses on the screen. If you have a beautiful lights picture that you'd like to send to us, just give us a first name and the state that you're from, or if you have a question on how to do something on your Corvette, or if you have an issue with your Corvette. Here's one from Alan. It says, Rick, hope you might put this out on your YouTube channel. I got a 2023 C8 convertible and the top stopped working. Dealer found that the oil service flap had gotten tangled up in the mechanism to operate the convertible top. Look at you shaking your head. And it was not covered. It cost me $900 to have that fixed. Has GM issued a TSB addressing this? Please get that word out there for everybody on the channel. And here's what he's talking about, that flapper. We've talked about this before. When this flaps up, and it must have gotten caught, tangled somehow.
Exactly this one.
They get the idea. I mean, Mr. Technical over here. It is. Anyways, this one. Somehow it got tangled up. I've had this get tangled up before with the top one operate, and luckily enough I was able to see that this was kind of caught up in the area before it actually got entangled into that mechanism. Sounds like it was a lot worse in my situation, and the top won't operate in that scenario. But I don't think that they've issued a TSB on this.
No. You just have to make sure if you take that up that it's snapped back down. What I usually do is make sure it's snapped back down in, and then take the pull tab and tug up on it, make sure it's not going to just flop back out.
So make sure it's not loose.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, you got a fan going
But
right
yeah,
now.
anybody that's ever pulled one of those out, they're tough to get out or tough to get in. So if it's in there correctly, you shouldn't have an issue.
Yeah, so my question is, who's the last one in it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you can do the blame game, but the bottom line is he still had to pay $900. So anybody that's servicing your vehicle, maybe open up your tonneau cover and take a peek in there, like Chuck said, make sure that it is pressed all the way down.
Yep. All right, this one comes from Paul. It says, hey, Rick and Father Chuck. Thank you. We have a 2023 3LT. We changed our oil at 1,500 miles and now have 3,100 miles on it, and want to do one more oil change before the 7,500 mark. We always put BG oil treatment in our cars. In the C8, would it be okay to put this in also? Thanks for all you do. Your information is always appreciated. You guys are great. Thanks.
Do a lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, as far as the BG oil treatment, I mean, that's your choice. All I can tell you is if something happens internally to the motor and GM tests the oil,
yes,
they could possibly deny the claim while it's still under warranty, so be careful of that. I know if we have vehicles come in, not just this, but anything, with anything other than AC dip with oil filter on it, they can deny an engine claim. So just be careful what you're doing with it while it's still under warranty.
Like we've talked about in a couple of past Tech Tuesdays, that Savvy device,
Right.
that already leads you to believe, or so you know, you're more aware that GM is watching stuff even more closely to the aftermarket stuff. Yep, they're looking for ways not to pay claims.
Right.
electronically, start playing around with electronics, it'll be an issue. One guy today says, hey, I want to change out all the calipers on my car. Not an easy task. He's talked about this new electronic brake system on C8 Corvettes, how difficult it is to make sure, because now you've got to break the pressurization in the lines, and you've got to test that again, and it's hard to get that all back in there to find air in the system. It's got to be done with the computer, and if it doesn't say or see what it wants to see, it's game over. You're down the old rabbit hole, as he talks about. Now, furthermore, as you were doing one at a time, and before we got the new tool to get the higher pressure that you needed in there, the guy asked you on the phone, by the way, what are you changing these calipers for anyways? You said, oh, the guy wanted a different color. You said, okay, well, if something happens, none of this is covered under warranty. Right. So when you start changing original parts, as he was just talking, you do risk that. Again, it's unfortunate that is the environment we're in. So just be cautious of what you're putting on your car or putting in your car. Here's a quick one right now from John in Crateville, Alabama. Rick, I've got a target production week of 8/14. Hopefully the car was built within 8/14. Some stuff has been shipped in about a week to 10 days with a little bit of parts availability issue. Generally speaking, how long before the car is shipped? Generally speaking, it usually ships within a week to 10 days, but I've given you the saga several months. We waited 3.5 weeks to get cars that have been sitting there waiting. So they've got another 240 trucks they just purchased. As long as they've got drivers for those trucks, I think things will be fine and get there. And a lot depends on where you're at, because they're no longer going rail car to the West Coast. You in Alabama, that's not an issue, but everything is now leaving on a truck through Jack Cooper, so keep that in mind. California, you'll probably get stuff within a couple of weeks, as long as they're constant and consistent shipping flow. So that is all predicated on what's going in your area. They're not going to put a truck out there with one car on it to drive to Crateville, Alabama. They've got to have stuff that's en route along the way to you or past you. They've got to utilize those 10 spots on the truck. Remember, in C7, it was 11 spots on the truck, and now it's only 10. You know why it's only 10 cars?
They're longer and wider.
That's right, 6.6 inches per car. Do the math. Yeah, that's right. Somebody's paying attention. Tech Tuesday continues.
You know, there's this guy on YouTube that I watch his channel all the time.
Oh yeah, that Rick guy?
Yeah.
He's kind of a goof, but I like watching him because
he got a lot of
I understand where he's coming from. There's no BS there.
Yeah, right.
I like that guy. You like that guy?
All right, this comes from Rob. It says, Rick, I've rewatched your maintenance video, and both you and Chuck say repeatedly, and thank you for that GM covers your first maintenance visit for 2 years. Of course, my concern is regards to the first DTC filter change. So while I wait for my vet to be delivered, it's on its way, and I'm mentally pushing the car hauler along the highway. The question I had, did GM change their policy on your first visit? My customer acknowledgement form clearly states your new 2023 Chevrolet comes with one factory included maintenance visit, oil change, tire rotation, and inspection. It must be done within the first year of ownership.
2 years.
Yeah, they did change it to 2 years.
Yes.
It used to be 1 year. They changed it to 2 years because guys wasn't putting a lot of miles on them in the first year, so they upped it to 2.
Yeah, fantastic. We've talked about that too. If you're not going to hit 7,500 miles, spend the money. On average, a couple $100 or less. Do the oil change. You should do that, as Chuck mentions, at least once a year in your Corvette, regardless. Right?
But if you should choose your first one, make sure where you have it done, they're not claiming your first service. Because we've had customers come in that somebody else claimed their first service and just did an oil change. So be careful. Make sure you're paying for that oil change.
Yeah, because some dealers like to do that. And he's like, ring the cash register and not realize they've already flagged it and taken it away from you when you're entitled to that.
Yep.
And it's actually pretty expensive services. I know.
Yes, so whether it's done or not, once it's submitted, GM considers it done. So
yeah, good point.
Yeah.
On the same point here, some of the stuff we were talking about, servicing the C8, something I mentioned on my car a couple of weeks ago. Bruce, thanks for your business. Thanks for continuing to watch after you got your car down in Louisville, Kentucky. Rick, this is pretty much a comment for you and Chuck on your Tech Tuesday. I had my 7,500 mile service done on my 23 Corvette, and I swear, you've heard this before, I think the car shifts better now that I've had this service done. I suddenly remember you made a comment after you had your first service done. It felt different. Is it possible that we're both imagining things? I actually talked to a guy the other day in the showroom. He saw that same episode on Tech Tuesday, and he said the same thing, and I don't know what it is.
It could be simple as the assembly lube they're using to assemble these transmissions with.
Okay.
And after you do the first service with a new filter, that assembly lube's now gone. And it could be making a difference.
Yeah, I felt like mine wasn't as dragging, and I felt like it was breathing better, and I felt when I hit the accelerator, and all I did was drive from here across to the parking lot, didn't really accelerate, but I could just feel the sensitivity was right there. So right now I'm starting to get back in that funky stage again. It's a little weird, so I don't know. I have this conversation, people are like, what are you talking about? And it is so weird, but I can have this conversation with him because he understands what I'm saying. We've had the experience, and I feel it. Well, you can't hear a darn thing, but I can hear things. Huh? What did you say? I can hear things in the car that other people can't hear. So that's fine. You hear that?
Yeah, what?
This.
What? All right, this is good from Woody.
See what the heat's doing to us. We're a little punchy today. Anyways, I'm not done. Hang on, I'm not done. Slow your roll. I know you're in a hurry. You got these cars to get ready.
Yeah, let's go.
Another note, I attended the Ron Fellows 2 weeks ago, Ron Fellows School. You get that discount coupon. You buy a new C8 within the first year. He goes, and I say this is a must-do for all C8 buyers. It was worth $1,000 and the airfare and the rental for the 2 days. Oh my gosh, it was money well spent. He goes, no, I doubt it, because I'll probably never drive in another track again, but it's nice to know how capable my car is. Hope to see you in Carlisle. Yeah, Bruce, I'll be there Friday. Thank you again for watching. Great feedback for our audience.
And we discussed this. This is a great thing that GM partnered with Ron Fellows to get you guys a discount when you buy one. But this is a bucket list thing. Whether you own a Corvette or not, go do it.
Yeah.
Experience it.
Absolutely. It's a great learning experience, and it is an experience unlike anything else in the car, man.
It's a total adventure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Thanks.
And if you don't have a vet, you might buy one after going there.
Oh, yeah. I know this guy.
Yeah.
There's that guy again.
There's that guy. All right, this comes from William. It says, I still have confusion over changing the DTC filter. Change oil DTC at 5,500 miles on the car, 25% life on warning. After watching y'all's show, I plan to change the DTC filter and oil changes at least for a while. My confusion does it need to be done at 7,500 miles, or do I do it the next oil change? I change oil between 5,000 and 6,000 miles and not 7,500. Thanks, Bill. Okay. GM will give you like a 500-mile leeway leading up to this 7,500 miles. So if you have it done just over 7,000, that's fine. But if you have it done between 5,000 and 6,000 miles, you still need to have it done once again once it's over that 7,000 miles.
And am I understanding correctly? I think he's doing this possibly.
Maybe.
So he gets 5 cars and just wants to know if he's going to do it on his own, put them in there.
Yeah.
So he's going to be beyond the claiming of the first service from Chevrolet, so he's doing it on his own.
Right.
And while you're in there, man, Chuck says it constantly, you can't repeat it enough, you can't over-service this car.
No.
That DCT filter is the key.
That's the
first line of defense.
Thank
you. Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely. And it does make a difference. I mean, Bruce has talked about it, I've talked about it, and I feel it every day in my car, man. Absolutely. So do that. I mean, if you're able to do it on your own, then just add filters and change. I mean, I might have you do another filter just because I want to see if there's any difference right now.
Well, he said he's not concerned about who pays for it, so I don't know if he's doing it himself or if he's having it done. But yeah, I know that GM will give you a 400 to 500 mile leeway. So if you're at 7,100 miles, that's close enough to satisfy them to the 7,500 mile. Just don't go 7,501. That's no.
Yeah, for the first one. Yeah, because GM, they look at everything.
Yes, they do.
They look at everything. Yeah. Just a quick comment from Kenny. We shared his car at the Blind segment last week. He said that's a beautiful one for the red mist lovers out there. Kenny, that was a great looking car. Thanks for watching the channel. He goes, I just want to mention too, because I copied you, Rick, on some of the aftermarket items from ACS. I got the 1VM front splitter, the Z06 side rockers, and I got the 70th emblems for my door from Paragon. Thanks, man. That's a lot of fun. And I'll guarantee, for all the crap that I've taken from people going, oh, you can't have the 70 on your door, it's not the 70th anniversary edition. I'm gonna count in Carlisle, only there for most of the day, how many non-anniversary cars have the 70 on their door. Good for you guys, freaking A, man.
All right. Settle down.
I'm sorry, good. The heat's good to me.
This one comes from Jeffrey. It says, this is my first bet, my Z06, Z07 will be here in Louisiana soon. I'm afraid that my dealership will get heavy-footed when I take it in for service. If my PDR is set for automatic mode for audio and video,
This is a good question.
can the dealership just go in and race what they don't want me to see, just in case they take it for a race or a joyride? I read on one of the Corvette forums that the dealership is caught racing some Corvettes at service. How can I protect my vet? Rapid Blue all the way.
And Rapid Blue, yes, there's been a lot of dealerships caught doing that, doing stuff they shouldn't. And you only drive the car when you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason for that. But yes, if you have PDR and automatic recording, there is a way to have that record so it's protected, but it does what? It blocks you from doing your job. Because the only way to do that is to put it in valet mode so it records, but then you can't get into the systems you need to get into. You can't open the convertible top. So you got a kind of a catch-22 there. So in valet mode, you'll accomplish that, but then you won't get your service done because he can't access the car. Everything's blocked. So you hopefully have everything date and time coded as they are on the PDR system. And just hopefully you get somebody that doesn't delete that and is pretty trusting that you get the data that you need. If there's a big gap there, well, then you got a question, and then it's a he said, she said type of thing, but you won't have any proof if that actually happens. So, you know, check your odometer too. You sign off on an odometer thing when you do your service sheet. So that's something to think about too.
Yeah, once you put it in valet mode, I can't even pop the catch or anything to check the oil or add oil to it.
So I mean,
It locks me out.
it's a yes and no answer to your question. Hey, next week on Beautiful Rides is going to be all blue, another theme, all blue Corvettes. Any year, blue Corvette, you know what? All Corvettes, but all blue Corvettes on your ride segment next week right here on this channel. And what we have for you right now are your Beautiful Rides. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time.
Thanks, guys.
If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you hindsight is fleeting when your heart's bleeding and all you can see is red, till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I